Thank you, Senator McConnell. Mike Crapo from Idaho. I share Senator McConnell's concerns. It was very clear that there was uncertainty among our military personnel as to exactly how they are required now and going to be required in the future to deal with the handling of detainees. I wanted to make several points. First, it was very clear that the morale of our troops is very high. We have a tremendous fighting force in Afghanistan, of very, very committed American soldiers who are doing their job. And one of the impressive things that I noted was that where our troops have moved in to a region, they have been successful in achieving their objectives so far. The first objective, of course, is to clear the area of the Taliban and to start the process of asserting a long-term control. But I think a very important point to make is that the morale is high. Secondly, I was very impressed with the quality of American personnel there on the ground, not just our troops, but those who are running and managing all aspects of our actions in Afghanistan and Pakistan, from the ambassador to the USAID personnel, the State Department personnel, the intelligence officials, all the way along the line to our military officials, General McChrystal and his teams. And I think Americans can be confident and proud in the personnel we have on the ground there who are doing such a good job. The one other thing I want to comment on before I turn it over to Lisa is that there does seem to be a bit of a deficit of trust. And what I mean there is that both in terms of Pakistani officials as well as Afghanistan officials, they have a concern about whether the United States is going to finish the job. And this is creating concern in both Pakistan and in Afghanistan. In Pakistan, as you know, a number of the senior Taliban officials have moved across the border from Afghanistan into Pakistan, and we need Pakistan's assistance to clear them and to achieve the objective of stopping their operations. Yet Pakistan, I believe, is somewhat concerned about whether the United States is going to be withdrawing in just 18 months, and if so, whether it's a good move on their part to engage in trying to clear the Taliban, with whom they do not have a current conflict. On the Afghan side of the border, there is a similar issue, and that is as our troops clear an area, then the process of holding and building the area back significantly involves winning the confidence and trust of the people in the region. And if the people in the region think that the United States is not going to be there in a little bit of time, and that the Taliban will just move in and fill that void, then they have a much more difficult time making that decision to change their allegiance or to move their loyalty over and actively engage in the process of trying to help maintain the structure and the control that is established by our troops. And so for both reasons, there is a concern as to whether the United States is going to help move us forward and then keep the job concluded to the point where we can build up the Afghan military and police forces and strengthen the situation.